I understand that on my channel recently, I've spoken about a lot of niche topics to do with trading. And the reason why I call them niche is because these are topics which people won't want to put in the effort to want to go seek, as it's actually the small things like this which actually build on you to be able to become a successful trader. Well, not even just a trader, any sort of business model that you decide to go on and do. And so I'm probably going to label this video as something clickbait just to keep expanding my reach to everyone out there, because that's, unfortunately, the game's the game and that's just how it is. So I want to talk about certainty and kind of the law of detachment, right? And this is quite a niche topic, I understand in itself, but I'm going to try to keep this video short. So the law of detachment, detaching yourself from the desired outcome that you want to achieve. There's also something called the law of reversed effort, which I've also mentioned previously in another video, which is basically how the more you focus on the destination or the event, the less likely you are to actually reach it, and the more counterproductive you are to actually getting there. So I want you guys to actually try and detach yourself from the fulfillment that you're seeking to achieve, but just know in yourself that it's going to happen. You don't need to constantly remind yourself every single day of every single hour that you want this car, or you want to live in this place, or you want to travel, or buy all these materialistic things, whatever. There's no need to keep reminding yourself all the time, because you only need to remind yourself every so often to keep giving yourself the motivation to keep putting in that work to strive towards that. Just remind yourself that you have certainty. Like, certainty, giving yourself certainty is better than giving yourself hope. Certainty, you could argue that is some form of delusion, because you're kind of saying something which you're saying something which to other people from the outside perspective think is quite delusional. Because let's say I'm here in this room and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to get an office and I'm going to get an expensive camera and a microphone so that I can keep putting value out there to the world. Now, you might say this is kind of delusional because it's, all my videos I've been filming in my room, but you guys will never know if that happens or not. And it really comes down to me at the end of the day, how much work I'm going to keep putting in, and if I stay disciplined to staying consistent. So detach yourself from the desired outcomes and fulfillment that you want to achieve, but instead stay tunnel visioned and stay certain. Keep reminding yourself that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in some time, some length of time, because for most people, they're just not ready for it. They're just not ready to receive that fulfillment that they're looking to achieve. I'll say it quite honestly, I'm not ready to receive multi-6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure money coming in and out of my life. I'm not ready for it, and I know that. But the work that you put in now is obviously the stepping stones and the baby steps to keep getting yourself ready to become the person who is then deserving and ready to receive that fulfillment and to understand and cope with that stress. And that's another thing as well, stress. We have to increase our stress levels if we want to be able to correlate how much we make and how much value we put out. How much money you make and how much stress you can take on, they are directly correlated. So give yourself certainty that it's going to happen, and the experiences that you're having is happening for a reason. You're being given these ambitions and this mindset, and slowly developing a discipline of some sort in order to achieve this desired outcome that you want. A lot of people I know, they have been given money at the wrong time of their life. There's a reason why some people, especially rich people, still end up in depression, right? Because the money and they not having to put in any hard work to receive that amount of capital doesn't fulfill them anymore. Hence why they've got nothing to strive towards, and then they then feel, well, they then start to feel depressive symptoms. There's just something about putting in the hard work and seeing the contrast of going from 0 to 100 that gives you the fulfillment. You have to experience the lowest times first in order to appreciate your highest times. You have to fail in order to succeed. Most people think that the desired outcome that they want to have, whatever fulfillment they want to have, they think that's their driving factor, which is going to influence their actions that are currently taking place right now. And yes, partly it is, but I think in the short term it is. But in the long term, it's more so about not thinking about it and just having trust, having faith that it's just going to happen. There's just something about trust, having trust in and faith in yourself, and if you're religious, in God, that things are just going to happen. It's going to happen at the right time and in the right place for you to be able to receive the maximum amount of fulfillment. The fulfillment's already there, but it's just the fact that you're not ready for it at the minute. And so you have to go and undergo a process of fixing yourself and analysing yourself and how you function and how to kind of remove the things which are holding you back so that you can then receive this fulfillment to the max. The fulfillment out there that's waiting for you is actually more. It's actually a million times more than what you actually need. But it's just the fact that you're not actually in the right state to be able to receive it. So having trust and having faith, it just trains your subconscious to continually knuckle down and keep staying disciplined and consistent to what it is that you want to do. Have trust that you're going to get a good body in the gym, and therefore you will keep working out every single day. Have trust that your trading is going to work, and that at some point there's only so many ways that you can lose, and there's only so many things that you can learn about yourself and the markets, and so eventually your trading will get better. The worst thing you can do is continue putting out energy out there about things that are troubling you and things that are in the way of your life on the way to achieving the outcome that you want to achieve. The best thing you can do is just carry on with whatever it is that you're doing. And this is something that I go through as well, because it feels directionless for a while. Sometimes you just get so disciplined to the point where you just do it without even realizing why you're doing it. You just keep doing it like an absolute machine. So just to finish up, stay confident, have confidence and certainty that it's going to happen. In any pain and struggle that you go through, I spoke about in my last video quite a bit about pain and struggle, but in any pain and struggle that you go through, just keep having certainty that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in the right time, because who knows, you receiving the fulfillment now, you're not in the right state for it at the moment, and hence why you could start feeling depressive symptoms. So understand that timing is a real thing, and you have to be grateful that it's not happening right now, because you just might not be ready for it, and you could end up being a worse person than you started off as. And all that progress that you've put in to improve yourself as a person is all going to be quickly undone. So let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video. Appreciate you guys for listening this far. Stay happy, stay blessed, and thanks for watching.